Hi, I'm Katie Copridge,
And I'm Ron Copridge.
and welcome to our home.
So we've known Brian for quite some time at this point, probably 10 or 12 years. And when we decided we were on the market for a house, our past friendship and history with him, he was the first person that we wanted to call to talk about going to look at houses. We were looking with Brian, we were looking at some pre-existing homes, and because of the market conditions, we did decide to move towards looking at building a home with a builder in the area. And that's when we approached Brian about that and brought him to our first meeting with the builder. And things went on from there. We decided to stick with that builder for our house. It was really important for us to have Brian as part of that process because the person representing the builder is their salesperson. He doesn't always look out for what our best interests are. He wants to get a home sold for the builder. Brian's there for our best interest, and it was really a valuable, he was a very valuable person to have in that process for us.
Yeah, when you're going through a new home build, what they don't tell you is that there are a laundry list of different choices that you can have. So from floor plans to features in your home. And when we worked with that salesperson, they just kind of give you all the options and say, well, here they are, and let us know what you want to do. And so with Brian, we were able to work through what the different floor plans are and what we were looking for in a home to help narrow down what was best for us and our family. And then when we got down to what features we wanted in the home, when it came to like cabinetry or to the outside look and feel of our home, it was really important to have Brian there to kind of give us advice on where we were adding value and where maybe we would spend the money but probably aren't going to get as much out of it if we look to resell in the future. So it was really good to have him there. He was there when we were picking out our cabinetry, when he was picking out our flooring, all the different accessories that we had to choose from. So we were so glad that we had him there during those moments.
And then beyond the selections that we made with Brian, he attended all of our walkthroughs at the house, at the milestones that the builders had us come in and view the progress of the house. And that was really important for us too, very, very valuable to have him there. We did run into an issue later in the build towards the closing. There was one particular item, it was a dehumidifier. It wasn't installed to our expectations. We were able to talk to Brian about that. And then having his support, we had a lot of confidence going to the builder, explaining that this wasn't what we wanted, talking about what the options were, how to get it installed to our expectations. And ultimately what happened was they weren't able to meet our expectations with the installation. We were credited the money back for that particular item at our closing. There was no questions asked, no problems that we ran into the builder. And I think it was really valuable to have Brian through that process to have that support and make sure that was resolved in the way that we wanted it to be. After we closed on our house, we kept in touch with Brian, and even after the close, he was supportive to us if we had any questions about our house, if we were making selections for what we were putting in the house and what we were doing with our landscaping, some of those choices that are still bigger investments that we wanted to make sure we were doing the right choices about, just to consider our house and potential resale of it. So it was really helpful again to have Brian. He was very supportive through the close and remained in touch with us afterwards, make sure we were happy in the home that we just purchased with him.
Yeah, we're really thankful that we had Brian throughout this whole process and are so glad that we were able to work with someone through the new home build. Building a new home is really stressful. There's a lot of things that you have to choose and choices that you have to make throughout the process. And we're just so thankful that we had Brian, and we just want to let everyone know that this was such a value add going through this process with him.